All right, I wasn't going to make this video, but it's dark days. It's a tough time to be a Halo fan. And I feel like there's one thing that is kind of being said, but not really being said, that I kind of want to get to in this. So I'm not going to make this long. I'm not going to make this drawn out. I'm not going to rehash the gazillion things that we all know that is wrong with Infinite, that is wrong with 343 and everything like that. But I just feel like I need to signal boost, because since this last update, there has been a lot of people talking about 343, and a lot of people are not happy with this roadmap, with this winter update. And I mean, I don't need to go into it. You guys have seen the videos. You know what's going on. It's just like, it's crazy. And I, for one, gave up a long time ago. You can see my video. I posted a big, long video of why I quit Halo. And I've just been playing MCC here and there. But I know a lot of people haven't given up. And they're still like really committed to seeing Infinite go, and it's just letdown after letdown after letdown. But here's kind of what I want to talk about. This video is not directed in any way at the good people at 343 who are working their 9 to 5s, working their butt off, trying to build Halo, make it great, make it awesome. And, I have no doubt that there is so many good people. I don't think the developers and all the people who go in, work hard, and have to deal with us, the fans, every single day and all the noise, I don't think they hate Halo. In fact, I think they love Halo. I think that's why they're there. This video is not for those people. This video is literally just a message to the Microsoft suits, the higher-ups making the calls, and the 343 leads and the 343 higher-ups that are making those calls. I don't even need to name names. You guys know who they are. Okay? The people making the decisions. Because at the end of the day, this failure, this decade of failure, is a leadership problem. I've talked about this on my stream actually a few days ago. It's a leadership problem, which is why I would never go after developers. And you don't see Halo fans, you don't see them going after artists and designers and engineers and whatnot, because it's not their problem. The problem with this franchise over the last 10 years is a leadership problem. It's the people who are making the final calls and the final say. And so it's just been abysmal. And so if you work at 343, I don't hate you, and I don't think fans hate you, but we are all ready for a change, a real change. Get the Halo IP out of the hands of who it's been in the last 10 years and give it to someone else. And if you're watching this, if you've made it this far, if you haven't left already, I don't want you to like this video. I only want you to like it if you agree with the sentiment that Halo needs to be put into new hands, because that's what I want to gauge, okay? So if you think it's time for a change and you're just no, I'm out, give it to someone else. Microsoft, give it to someone else. Find another studio, find other leadership, figure it out, but there needs to be a change, then give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, don't. I really want to gauge, and see where people are at. But here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. I don't need to tell you guys that it's been abysmal. Remember where we came from? Remember this? I just want to bring a little bit of happiness to this video. Remember where we started? Dude, this was literally, it doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any better than this. You see, this is our history. This is where we came from. And there's a reason that we're so passionate still to this day about this game. It's a lot more than just a game. But I don't need to tell you guys. And look, this is where we were. This is how it started. This is the culture that Bungie created. And mind you, Bungie's games were far from perfect, okay? Halo 2 was kind of scuffed at launch. You know, the pistol took like, I don't know, 14 or 24, shots to the head to kill someone. I mean, it's just the games had their problems, no doubt. But man, what a time, huh? This is where we're at today. I type in, is Halo Infinite dead? Infinite good? Is Halo dead? Is Infinite worth it? Is campaign worth it? Is some Infinite multiplayer good? Is Halo Top Ice Cream healthy? I don't know. I don't need to tell you guys. Just like, bro, it is a tough time to be a Halo fan. And unfortunately, dude, this is not just people who are hating. Because the thing is, you're going to get haters on all sides. You know what I mean? You are going to get haters on all sides of every game, no matter what you do. You're going to get haters, and it's going to, I understand that. And you got to ignore the haters. But when almost your entire community is making videos and posts, and there's just an outcry, dude, even like the big people, dude. We got Halo follower, we got Mint Blitz, we got Sean Dubs, we got people saying like, hey, this is actually like pretty bad. You gotta take inventory. But then it's like, okay, not even just the core fans. Bro, we got Forbes out here. Should Microsoft keep 343 in charge of Halo indefinitely? You got Forbes, dude? Why does Forbes even care about Halo, dude? And so, like, man, it is brutal. And I think you gotta, like, look at that, Microsoft. You gotta look at that and say, okay, what is going wrong? And look, like, I like to think of myself as a gracious guy, okay? I have patience for things. And Halo 4 came out, and I was like, wow, this is not like Halo at all. But I got it, and I played it a bit, and, it was what it was. It's just the only Halo we kind of had, And I wasn't, like, loving it, but, whatever. We got Halo. Then Halo 5 came out. And honestly, even though it was, like, pretty scuffed, and there's a lot of things wrong, and the campaign was terrible, I had fun playing Halo 5. Was it a total abandon of what Halo is? Yeah, pretty much. Was it based around the sandbox? No. But, we just played it and we had fun and we just made the best of it. And there was a lot of cool things about Halo 5. But it was still just, there was so much wrong. So much wrong in 4. So much wrong in 5. MCC. Look, I don't need to tell you, the game didn't work for a year after it was released. I tried to throw a LAN party on my birthday the day it came out. Had a ton of people over. It was a disaster. Complete disaster. The game still has problems to this day. Still to this day, there's problems with it. It's gotten 10 times better, but it still has problems. So we're struggling out here. And then Glimmer of Hope, Infinite. Yeah, I don't need to tell you guys. So here we are. And this brings me to my final kind of thing I want to talk about. Perion put out this tweet. And look, super respect. I'm not coming after him. I'm just coming after this idea, okay? I am biased. I had the opportunity to spend time with the team at 343 Live in studio to both observe and be a part of the dev process for Halo Infinite. I critique and analyze every micro layer of these games. The team at 343 care about Halo more than you'll ever know or see. Okay. This again becomes the battle of gamers wanting the world to be black and white. They can't fathom the reality that 343 is at the same time a well-qualified collection of industry professionals devoted to crafting Halo while not meeting every single expectation. This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this right here. They can't fathom the reality that 343 is at the same time a well-qualified collection of industry professionals devoted to crafting Halo while not meeting every single standard. The team at 343 care about Halo more than you'll ever know or see. I'm not talking about care. No one thinks that the people at 343 don't care. We're talking about competence. I absolutely disagree with this sentiment right here. Maybe they're qualified, but the reality is they're not delivering, and they haven't stuck the landing. They haven't nailed it. They haven't made it happen for 10 years. 4, 5, MCC Infinite. Bro, it's been bad. It's been bad. But I know more than you'll ever know or see. They care. Of course they care, dude. We all care. They wouldn't be working there if they didn't care. They 100% care about Halo. I believe that. But dude, with the leadership and whatever, the leadership, the team, they care, but the competence is not there. Okay? If I work at Dairy Queen and I'm supposed to make a Blizzard, and every time I make it and I go to turn it upside down like you're supposed to do, it just falls out, and they're like, okay, let me show you how to make this. Okay, I try to get it, and every single day I work for 2 weeks straight, the Blizzard just falls out because I'm not making it correctly. But I love ice cream. I care about this job. It doesn't matter. You're not competent. You're not getting the job done correctly. This isn't about care. This is care versus competence. And I believe they care a lot. 100%. I have no doubt that 343 cares. Dude, if they didn't care, they would be out. They would just leave. And we've seen a lot of people leave. And so mad respect to the people who are still there, sticking it out in the most tumultuous time. But look, if this isn't about care, and as fans, I think I can speak for us, we it's not about care, okay? It's not about love for the game, dude. I'm sure you guys, everyone at 343 has their own personal memories and feelings towards this franchise. But we're talking about competence, and the reality is from where all us fans sit, is we have not seen a win in 10 years. Okay? It's always, delayed, scuffed, just we'll fix that, we'll get that better, we'll get that right. 4 was a complete departure from what Halo is as a sandbox game. It just tried to be Call of Duty and was just so jacked, and it's dead. Halo 5, similar thing, it's dead. And dude, MCC, broken, absolute complete disaster. It's competence. And I'm not saying that the people at 343, the developers are bad, or the artists are bad, or engineers are bad, or they don't know what they're doing. But as a cohesive team, and I'm talking to the leadership, you're not getting it done. It hasn't gotten done. It's never gotten done. And Infinite's an absolute freaking loot dumpster fire. So I don't need to tell you guys. So this take, again, not coming after him, just going after the idea. It's not about meeting every single expectation, dude. We're asking for the bare minimum. That's what we're asking for. If you just started to roll out the bare minimum, a few months at a time, then we would be sweet, it's happening. But dude, we have not gotten the bare minimum for 10 years. Okay? It's not about if they're well qualified or meeting every single expectation. We're asking for custom games. Expectations. My expectation is that I can, if I'm playing Halo, I buy a game. My expectation is that I can go into a custom game and play with a group of my friends. This is not, we're not talking about some crazy things. We're not talking about some mad, crazy, game, I'm not talking about some Forge mode that basically makes me a professional map developer or whatever. Like, dude, we can't even play custom games, dude. And like, there's no maps. Like, the map pack from Halo 2, God, that was so freaking sick. That was so freaking good. Bungie had it going. They didn't have half the resources, half the money. And so it's just one of these things, dude. It's not about, oh, we can't live in the nuance. We got to have black and white. You need to meet all of our expectations. No, dude. I don't need you to meet all of my expectations. I have things I don't like in Halo 1, 2, and 3, and they never got fixed. Which I can live in the nuance. I can live in the gray of, hey, these guys are doing the best they can, and we're working things out, but the game's still good, and it's all right. I can also live in the gray and the nuance of, hey, these guys care a lot, but they're not good, and we haven't seen results in 10 years. So, like, I think we just got to have a little reality check. And I hope that, like, people know, especially the 343 people working their butts off. Look, this is not like personal. There's a reason I didn't want to go into, like, this is my story with Halo and guilt trip you and whatever. Just like looking at the last 10 years from a 10,000 feet in the air level. This isn't about black and white. This isn't about meeting expectations. This isn't about them caring or not. We know they care. But look, the job just hasn't gotten done. And so I've been saying basically since the beginning of the year, I would love for Halo to get into someone else's hands. We have nowhere to go but up. And it sucks to say that. But that's genuinely how I feel and how a lot of Halo fans feel. Like, we're just kind of stuck on MCC because that's the best we got, even with all its problems. And so, it's a tough time to be a Halo fan. And, yeah, it's not about care. It's about competence. And that's all I want to say. And so, I think 10 years is more than enough time. I think things should have been looked at maybe after Halo 4 and really assessed. Definitely after Halo 5 and 1,000% after the absolute travesty of MCC. But here we are 10 years later. And so I think 10 years is a nice, great round number to really assess. Okay, how have we done doing the job? This isn't about how much we care. This isn't about how much we love Halo. This isn't about anything like that. Like, how well have we done the job? Let's just grade ourselves on the last 10 years. Okay, let's just give ourselves an honest grade. Let's look at everything. We can look at sales. We can look at numbers. We can look at fan feedback. We can just take everything into account. We can look at delays. We can look at broken parts of game, whatever. Just take into account, take inventory, give ourselves an honest grade. I think 343's grade is going to be very low. I would say around a C-, maybe D+. Bad. It's just been bad, dude. And it's always something. There's always something. And so again, not about care. It's about competence. And I doubt anyone at 343 or Microsoft will see this. But hey, let's just, let's boost the signal. And I just think it's time, dude. If you made it to the end of this video, you're the real MVP. That's the rant. It's not about care. It's about competence. Let me know your thoughts, anything I missed. If you think it's a bad take, do you agree with Hyperion? Do you not? And good God, 20 minutes. But we got to boost the signal. So, hey, if you want to make a video, more power to you. And, yo, keep Halo in your prayers, man. It's a tough time to be a Halo fan. But we'll never give up. We'll never give up. because Halo's too sick. Master Chief is too sick. And I'll play Halo 1 till I freaking die. I don't even care.